Before we proceed to our experimentation, I suggest that you first listen to the video that is being presented next to this as a recap about lipids.
Lipids are a group of hydrophobic biomolecules that play important roles in living organisms. While the primary function of lipids is long-term energy storage, lipids are also used for protection, insulation, and lubrication. They also act as precursors for some hormones and are a key component of cell membranes. There are four basic groups of lipids. These are triglycerides, phospholipids, steroids, and waxes. Although these groups differ in many respects, they all have one characteristic in common. They are all insoluble in water. You may have noticed that lipids and water do not mix. For example, notice the yellow-colored oil in the beaker of water shown here? Even if we stirred this for several minutes, or even several hours, the oil would still separate out from the water. This is because lipids are hydrophobic. From Latin, the prefix hydro means water, and phobic means fear of. So when you hear that lipids are hydrophobic, this basically means that water and lipids do not mix.
Are you excited to our experimentation? Well, our experimentation are divided into two parts. First is to test the solubility of the lipids, and the second part is the test for the degree of saturation. So now, we will proceed to the procedures to test the solubility of the lipids, or also known as the fats and oils. We will need to prepare all of our equipments, such as the 3 test tubes, which contain a water with soap, and acetone. After that, we will going to put 1 spoon or adequate amount of our lipids to the test tubes and mix it to see if there's an emulsification occurred. As you can see, the coconut oil are insoluble in both water and water with soap, while it is soluble in acetone. The pork oil are the same with the coconut oil. It is also insoluble in both water and water with soap, while it is soluble in the acetone. As what you have observed, the palm oil is also the same to the coconut oil and pork oil. It is insoluble in water and water with soap, while it is soluble in acetone. Olive oil is also insoluble in water and water with soap, and it is soluble in acetone. Wow! The solubility of mineral oil is different. It is insoluble in water only, and it is soluble in water with soap and acetone. As you can see, the margarine is quite different. It is insoluble in water, water with soap, and acetone. Now, let's proceed on testing the degree of saturation on fatty acids by dropping a halogen water to the 6 test tubes. The amount of drops of halogen solution will be counted and recorded until the control test tubes colorize. As you can see that the coconut oil are saturated in water and water with soap, while it is unsaturated in acetone. The pork oil also is saturated in water, but it is unsaturated in both water with soap and acetone. As you can see that the palm oil is also saturated in both water with soap, while it is unsaturated in acetone. The olive oil and the pork oil has the same degree of saturation. It is also saturated in water and unsaturated in water with soap and acetone. The degree of saturation of mineral oil is unique. As you can see that in 3 test tubes, it is saturated. Even if the margarine in part A has strong insolubility, we can determine that its degree of saturation is saturated in water, and it is also unsaturated in water with soap and acetone.
So this is our final result of our experiment, which is
All about lipids, are also known as fats or oil. Okay.
Audio Jungle. So
Saturated siya kaya ang mga manggarin nanunuan man. Oo.
Nahilis na?
Ang margahilis ganito.
Ay, nahilis na.
Oo.
Oo, jud.
Saturated.